On-the-scene video coverage of TCT 2012 is supported by Pradaxa.
Dr. Black, why is there so much interest in RESPECT?
Well, Roger, RESPECT is a PFO closure trial, transcatheter PFO closure. The PC trial is the European version, similar but smaller numbers of patients. And we have been at this now for 8 years trying to gather data, and no one has really understood whether or not PFOs should be closed in patients that have cryptogenic strokes. Finally, we may have an answer, and that answer will probably change the way the FDA looks at some of these devices and how we strategize caring for patients that have cryptogenic stroke. I mean, it's a big deal. And so we're looking forward to seeing how that's going to work and whether or not this is a strategy that does make sense.
What is the bar that it has to reach to translate into clinical impact?
Well, that's always the hooker, isn't it? The tough one. The bar has always been P equals less than 0.05. And to me, candidly, that is such an artificial bar, but nevertheless, that's what we all have looked for. I hope that in fact we reach that. And I think what will happen in this trial is that we're going to find a lot of evaluation of patients inside and outside of various groups that will tell us more about the subgroup analyses that will even be, as we dig down, more important in terms of what the outcomes will be. The bar is the bar. It's less than 0.05, and we'll see whether or not the trials will meet that bar. I hope so.
What comes in second to RESPECT and PC in terms of interest level and potential clinical impact?
Well, I think there are a lot of other trials. Partner follow-up for 3 years now is going to be an important trial. The TAVR business continues to be sort of at the forefront of where structural heart disease and interventional cardiology is looking and what the vision thing is. Now we have 3-year follow-up. That's going to be an important part of what we understand about these patients going forward and how we strategize figuring out who should or shouldn't have the technology. There are many patients inside the TAVR trials, the partner trials, who are dying early and probably should not have been offered the device. We need to be able to understand who those patients are so that we're more selective. We simply can't afford, as a country, to give everybody an aortic valve that has an aortic stenosis. That kind of data are going to be very important.
And what is the next step that you think that these trials with TAVR may lead to?
Well, I think what we're looking for now is where are the chinks in the armor of TAVR? Is paravalvular leak as important as we think it is? Is the pacemaker issue going to be something that we have to worry about? I think vascular complications, frankly, for me, you can fix those, but you can't fix aortic regurgitation. The next step looking forward is what the new valves will do for the aortic valve regurgitation, whether or not the second and third generation valves really will be better or not. I don't know. I hope so. Without that, I think that the whole business of transcatheter valves has to have a second look. But my guess is they're pretty smart engineers working, and they're going to solve that problem.